What is good, micromanagers? It's your boy Money Mike. Welcome back to the channel. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Listen, we have a brand new type of video today. One that I never thought I would ever have the chance to react to. This is Stung by a Cicada Killer from the channel Brave Wilderness. You may know the face, Coyote Peterson. I thought he was done with this, but clearly we're not. But before we get into that, let's get into our announcements real quick. First off, if you like these vids, please put a like on them. That way, noted more and often. If you like what you see on the channel and like to support, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, become part of the Money Gang. Love to have you, know what I'm saying. For anyone out there with ratchet requests and things you want me to check out, please put them in the comment section down below, as well as to follow and DM them to me on Instagram. Social media information is in the description down below. And of course, as always, I say that to you so that you will have an assurity that you'll hear back from me as soon as possible. That being said, if you'd like to help out the channel with a donation of any kind, there is a Cashapp at the bottom of the description. And if you hear beeping in this video, I do apologize, but my brother has a very bad habit of leaving his phone in here while I am recording. And I'm not going to stop the video to go get him. Anyways, with that being said, once again, we have Stung by a Cicada Killer on the channel Brave Wilderness, Coyote Peterson. If you don't know, this man has literally been stung by... You know what? Forget stung. He's been stung, bitten, pinched, and just all around, just pretty much been in bad situations with just about the deadliest of animals on this planet. Last, I believe it was the Executioner Wasp, and I thought that the journey was over, because I know he has a book, but Cicada Killer now, let's just see what Coyote Peterson has gotten himself into this time. Anyways, link to the video will be in the description down below. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
I know you're shaking your heads right now saying, Coyote, wait a minute. Are you coming out of Sting retirement?
I'm Coyote Peterson, and I'm about to be stung by the Cicada Killer. Oh my goodness, that's
it looks almost like the Executioner Wasp.
During the winter of 2020, the national media erupted with a deafening buzz that venomously stung an unwarranted fear into homes.
Hold on, excuse me. Did you say the winter of 2020?
The national media...
Hold on, I'm sorry you guys.
During the winter of 2020,
I was unaware we were in winter. Word? Let's just continue.
The national media erupted with a deafening buzz that venomously stung an unwarranted fear into homes across America. That buzz came from none other than the giant hornet. Hailing as one of the most painfully toxic stings in the world, these nightmarish insects have a nasty reputation.
Okay, alright, never mind, because January and February are winter months. Alright, just going to pretend that didn't happen.
And they were defined as murder hornets by the press. For anyone that is late to the party, yes, I have already been stung.
Told you.
Yes, it hurts. A lot.
Absolute searing pain.
As for the invasion, no, we aren't going to be overrun, stung, and killed by giant hornets. But some may argue that the invasion has already happened. That's where I come in. It's time to set the record straight, and more importantly, it's time to take a misidentified scapegoat off of the suspect list. Okay,
Hold on. Are you telling me that you're about to be stung by an insect that looks like the executioner wasp, aka the Japanese hornet? I've probably paused more in this video than I normally do. I loved science back in elementary, so you know, anything animal related is interest-worthy topic that I talk a lot about if I'm not talking about music, so we're just gonna roll with it.
let's get down to business. You showed up to see a full-grown man experience some pain. But first, you gotta learn a little something about this incredible insect. As my mom always used to say, you can't have your dessert until you finish your vegetables.
Bruh.
Well, if that's not a terrifying little insect, I don't know what is. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to the Cicada Killer, one of the largest wasp species in the United States. This is only second to the tarantula hawk. Now, this wasp is not technically a spider wasp like the tarantula hawk. This is in fact a sand wasp. Now, similar to the tarantula hawk, they have a very unique biological cycle. This one that you're looking at right here is a female. It is the females that get larger than the males, and the females that are armed with a venomous stinger. And what the females will do is search around in the treetops for cicadas. They will hone in on their target, move in, and use that elongated abdomen to swoop up underneath their prey and then sting it. They paralyze the cicada, similar in the way that a tarantula hawk paralyzes a spider. Eventually, the male cicada killers fertilize the egg that she lays on top of the paralyzed cicada. The female will
Wait, whoa, wait, bring that back a minute. Make sure I heard that right.
tarantula hawk paralyzes a spider. Eventually, the male cicada killers fertilize the egg that she lays on top of the paralyzed cicada.
Okay.
The female will physically carry that cicada in its large mandibles and its grappling hook-like legs back to its underground burrow. These burrows can be up to 20 inches in length, and they have multiple tunnels. At the end of each one of these tunnels, the female will place the paralyzed cicada. Once that egg hatches, it turns into a pupa and begins to feast upon that paralyzed insect until it grows large enough to build a cocoon, and then once it hatches out of that cocoon the next season, another cicada killer comes up from under the ground. If that's not a true horror story, I don't know what is. Now, this is a very large wasp, and the easiest way to identify it are those large amber-colored wings. When this creature is at rest, like it is right now, the wings have a very triangular shape to them, very different looking from a hornet or a spider wasp. You'll see there, when she folds her wings back, it looks a little more concave, similar to a giant hornet, which makes it really easy to misidentify this species as that foreign invader. And when you look at the front of the insect, it has enormous eyes. These wasps have incredible eyesight. They're primarily diurnal, and you'll see them very active on overcast, cloudy days. Again, they're using their senses to find the cicadas up in the tree, target in on their prey, and then they will make a move. That thorax is rather sizable, very robust, but it's the abdomen that is the most unique. That black and yellow coloration tells you that this creature is venomous. Aposematic means leave me alone, I am not something you want to be stung by. Now, when it comes to the demeanor of this wasp, to be honest, they're rather docile, and very seldomly will they ever interact with humans. In fact, the only time that you stand the chance of being stung by this insect is if you were to step on top of its burrow and it were to come up from underneath you and try to escape. It would maybe sting your bare foot if you were blocking its escape way. Other than that, this is not a bug that is ever going to go out of its way to try to interact with humans. Now, during the summertime,
one
you
positive
will
note.
see clusters of the males battling it out up in the air, but other than that, These are considered solitary sand wasps. And no matter how you break it down, guys, to be honest, this is one very intimidating insect, which makes it very clear as to why people are afraid of this wasp. Wow, seeing it buzz around inside that capsule brings a number of flashbacks. The warrior wasp, the tarantula hawk, the executioner wasp, and certainly the Japanese giant hornet. But there is a very good reason as to why.
Okay, my bad then. I might have said that the executioner wasp and the Japanese hornet are the same. My mistake. It's been a while since I've watched these. We may proceed.
To be stung by this wasp today. No, I am not technically coming back out of sting retirement. This is going to be a one and only, because right now this insect has a very negative reputation. By people misidentifying it for the giant hornet, they're panicking and they're aiming to kill this species. But it is.
So again, I'm pausing a lot. This video, oh well, we'll get used to it. So like I said, Coyote Peterson is coming out of never going to sting himself with insects, just to prove that this is not the same insect that everybody is talking about. You know what? Let's just get into this. I'm not even gonna bother.
Is not something that we need to be afraid of. So by getting this up close for the cameras and by taking a sting, I can show you guys that that sting is not really that potent. Remember, it only ranks as a 2 on the insect sting pain index. Now that stinger is of course a modified ovipositor, which is used for depositing eggs. And while it is laced with venom, the venom of this species is not necessarily that potent. However, I do not know how my body is going to react to the sting. So we certainly have an epinephrine pen on set just in case my body has an allergic reaction. But if
one more thing before we continue, because I don't know if it's been said, even though it might be said. Don't try this at home and stay away from wasps. Thank you.
If you guys are ready, I think it is time to transfer the Cicada Killer from the capsule into the net. Let's get in the forceps and get me stung. This is the most delicate part, so I've got to really stay focused and make sure to get a clean, secure hold.
Whoa!
Just like that, we almost lost it. Man.
Yo, I do not get startled easily, but this is the first time an insect has ever gotten out the net. We have to run that back. We must run that back.
Really stay focused and make sure to get a clean, secure hold.
Whoa.
Just like that, we almost lost it. Man, that is a very, very, very powerful wasp. Whoa, buddy. Okay, let me try this again. I mean, you have to think about it. This thing is capable of carrying a cicada that can weigh more than it does. It is a very, very powerful wasp. I also have to be very delicate and very gentle. I don't want to damage the insect's wings in any way whatsoever. She's got all these little hairs on her, which makes her very slippery. That's where I'm struggling. I need to get it right.
Bruh, is this going to be the first time you get stung in the net? I was about to say.
I got a good hold. We got to go with it now. Okay, guys in position. Okay, hands shaking. I'm Coyote Peterson, and I'm about to be stung by the Cicada Killer. Oh my goodness, that stinger is long. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Ah! Oh, get away! Ah! Ooh! lost it.
Boy, you should have
It's the
stayed
first
in
time I've ever lost
retirement.
one. I must be rusty.
Clearly, I was literally about to say that.
It got me more than once, too. Woo! Were you able to see that? Were you able to see the sting?
I think so.
Come in tight right there. Woo! Long stinger. Oh yeah, it's throbbing.
Bruh.
Wow. Okay. Really not that bad. Really not that bad at all. It got
I hope
me there
you don't regret those words.
and there. Oh yeah, okay, here we go. Second rush of pain, Nowhere near a velvet ant or tarantula hawk. Nothing close to bullet ant or some of those larger wasps. Wow, for such a long stinger, very intimidating. Really not that painful. It got good stings. Oh yeah, skin is definitely tightening up.
This is the calmest he's been.
Common paper wasp, at the most. Not even on par with a honeybee. Not even on par with a honeybee. I can't believe it. My first miss on the capsule. Well, it's certainly back into the wild at this point. Without question, the strongest insect I have ever worked with in one of these sting scenarios. Now here's my theory. For a spider wasp like the tarantula hawk to go up against something like a tarantula, that's an aggressive predator unto its own with big fangs. So your sting and your venom has to be insanely potent. I don't feel any sense of paralysis in my arm. When it comes to a wasp like the Cicada Killer, when you're going against a cicada with no stinging or biting parts, I can see why your sting doesn't need to be so potent. Now, a couple minutes have gone by, and if you come over here and you zoom in on my arm, Mario, you can see something funky's happening on my forearm. Look at that welt. I thought I only got stung twice, but I'm seeing swelling here and radiating out now into my forearm. Now I do feel burning after the fact, but nothing more than a common wasp sting. There is an initial jolt, sort of like an electrical shock, and I was anticipating the paralysis of the tarantula hawk, but that pain went eek, and then it just kind of died off.
Clearly.
Wow. Now what that leads me to conclude is that while this may be a very intimidating wasp that is going to be confused for the giant hornet, it is definitely not something we need to be afraid of. I would say that the sting is no more than a 2 on the insect sting pain index. And even 10-year-old Coyote could have likely taken a sting from this creature and gone right on in the swamps catching turtles.
Well, dang.
Now when it comes to seeing one of these wasps this summer, if you come across it in your backyard, remember, this is not a creature that is out to get you. They want nothing to do with humans, and unless you're a cicada, you have absolutely nothing to fear. I'm Coyote Peterson. Be brave. Stay wild. We'll see you on the next adventure. Whew! That was a good one.
All right.
The science of stings will always have a special place in my heart, and the painfully entertaining experiences we have caught on camera have brought to the spotlight a collection of creepy creatures that have never been so celebrated. Giant
I don't
hornets
think
are
celebrated
not going
is the
to
right
invade America,
word.
and hopefully this up-close look at the Cicada Killer, despite its menacing design and impressive size, has helped alleviate some of your concerns. In an absolute worst-case scenario, if you are stung, it's not nearly as bad as their appearance would lead you to believe. Remember, they kill cicadas, not humans. And if there's one thing I hope you walk away with, it's that these wasps are noticeably docile unless trifled with. Leave them alone and let them live. So that's it. One last sting. I'm headed back into retirement, where I plan to enjoy a long, relaxing career of making more animal adventure content. Although, there might be some pretty extreme stuff coming up. I didn't say anything about retiring from bites.
Oh, God. Are you serious?
Hey Coyote Pack, if you love our bite and sting content and want to learn more, make sure to check out our best-selling book,
I should
The
have
King
saw
of
that
Sting,
coming.
and be one of the first to pick up my newest memoir, The Beast of Bites. To catch your copies, click on the link in the video description below. And don't
Alright,
forget,
well, y'all
join
can feel
memberships
free to
so
check
you can
that
brave
out.
alongside me and the crew on our next wild adventure.
Alright, well, that's going to do it right about there. Shout out to Coyote Peterson, the Brave Wilderness channel. I forgot his cameraman, Mario, and somebody else. Sorry, I don't remember your name. But anyways, so yeah, Coyote Peterson, done with stinging this time, but is still getting bitten by things you would not like to be bitten with. So, hey, I guess everybody's gotta do what they gotta do. Let's just put it this way. Better you than me, Coyote Peterson. Better you than me. But anyways, shout out to Coyote Peterson once again. Like I said, link to the video will be in the description down below. So if you haven't already, go on over, show him love, show him support, tell him when Mike sent you. I mean, I forgot to mention this earlier, but yes, before I get it all in the comments, which I probably will anyways, I have seen all of the previous episodes of Coyote Peterson being stung. Even though it has been a long while, I wouldn't really feel right reacting to it since I've already, again, seen them, especially the tarantula hawk, the bullet ant, the executioner wasp, the warrior wasp, and the Japanese hornet. So you know, like I said, I've seen just about all of his videos. Only reason I did this one is because I thought he was done, and you know, clearly he says he's done now. But anyway, we're gonna end things off right here. But before we do, shout out to the new members of the Money Gang. Last video I dropped, I said that we should try to hit 400 subscribers by the end of the month, and it looks like we are going to hit that goal. Last I checked, we were at either 394 or 395 subscribers, so we are 5 or 6 subscribers away from 400. And once we do hit 400, there will be some stuff in the process of being put out, so just stay tuned for that. Anyways, we're gonna end things off right here. Signing off right now. It's your boy Money Mike. Peace, God bless, I'm out. See you in the next vid.